I had the opportunity to partner with Lord of Love Lutheran Church in a suburb of Kansas City. They were positioned to have lots of growth and lots of exciting mission projects because the community was growing. People were moving there because of the schools and shopping districts and all of the reasons you move to a community. Well, instead, Lord of Love was losing worship attendance. Their resources were dwindling, and worst of all, hope was not there. And they made a call to the Central States Synod to ask for some wisdom and some advice of what to do next. The Synod partnered with them and offered them an option of intentional interim for redevelopment. And so because of that, they had the opportunity to have the time to ask questions like, what is God up to in this place? And how are we going to partner with God? Without the Synod's partnership, the questions would have been totally different. They would have been, how much can we get for this building? Can we do with a part-time minister? Do we even see God in this place anymore? But because of the Synod's partnership, they were able to do things like Undergrounds, which is a coffee house for youth in the Belton area. They also went into service projects. I was there when they were celebrating their 40th anniversary, and instead of having a big dinner, they decided to go out and serve their neighbors. A woman who had received a letter from the city saying that if she didn't do certain house repairs, she would have to move, was able to stay in her house because Lord of Love went out and showed God's love in action and did the repairs necessary. It only happened because of the Synod partnering with Lord of Love through resources in prayer. God has given us a mission to be His partner. He has called us into mission. And I think your faith grows when you actually see a person's life transformed. The woman that we were able to help with changing her house so that she could stay in it, I mean, the look on her face when she saw her screen door shut for the first time in how many years? I mean, you know God was there and present. And her faith, she started coming to church to be a part of our journey because she saw God in action and wanted to know more about who this God really was. When I arrived at Lord of Love, I think the average person would say, we're not sure where we see God anymore. We're not sure if we should still be together. And by the time I moved on, they were able to say where God was in their individual life. They were able to see God at work and to claim Him and His blessings. That's exciting to see that and to be a part of that renewal of spirit and hope and partnership with God. The campaign, Changed by Love, Sent in Love to Serve, is important because I have seen lives transformed by the gospel. But there's a very practical thing of resources that are needed to be able to do this. And we are called to be the one to provide those resources, that God has blessed us to be a blessing. We need to support redevelopments. We need to support Partnership for Missional Congregations. We need to support campus ministry, all these opportunities that are a part of this campaign. They need resources, and we need to be God's hands. And so we need to share what God has given us with others so that they might know of this amazing God who loves us all.